Welcome back, it's Matt, and we're going to go through some cams and see what we can find on the cams this evening. The date again today is the 4th of the 4th, 2017. I worked 2 shifts yesterday, so I apologise I didn't do a video. But I'm back now, so what we're going to do is look on the cams. And also, I noticed that they did a lot of chemtrailing yesterday here in the Northern Hemisphere, northeast of the UK. And again, today, this afternoon, lots of people reported that they've got colds, runny noses, stingy eyes, feeling very low. A few neighbours have reported it too. Is this because of the chemtrailing? Something they're spraying in the skies to make us feel ill, to dumb us down, to depopulate the earth? Well, we're going to find out the truth, aren't we? Because it's coming soon, I can see. Something out there is huge and it's on its way in. They don't want us to see this, do they? The government. So that's now switched to the cams. And also for all you subscribers, have a great evening. Here we are on this Mexico cam. I use the Mexico cams quite a lot because the white screening, they make mistakes. They don't white screen as much as they should because we're seeing these objects' reflections, aren't we? But on this piece of footage you will see that they white screen. Only one clip shows the white screen. Just down here you will see an object, or just a huge reflection of an object in a dark shadow. This will be Nibiru. It's being cloaked all the time. You'll see the red reflection here. So I'm going to go through the cam now. Can you see this here? There's an object that's illuminated. This is on the other side from the sun. There is definitely a red heavily body that's coming through here. And then it just goes to widescreen, so you can't see it. Here, and then it just gets cut to normal. We've got this blue reflection again in the skies. I will show you again. Can you see that? They're using a cloaking device to hide this. You can see a slight line in the sky here. And then when you flip through the cam, you can see this, can't you? There is something red on the other side that's illuminating, I believe, to be Nibiru. Here again, we've got this same problem of this dark sky and that strange refraction, and also our sun with that simulator in front of it's burning through those chemtrails. Here on this image, we've got 2 object reflections. We've got this reflection here from the simulator that's cutting through those cams. And here as well, we've got this other heavenly body, this reflection. Can you see this? And the different colour, that green sky on the horizon. Time is now. It really is now. So again, just got to prepare for this. This also is today, the 3rd of the 4th, 2017. So yesterday evening's sundown on this Panorama Volcanoes cam. And you can see where they've been poisoning our skies, and over there in Mexico you can see what they've done there as well. But I've noticed an object. Okay, now it's white screening, so it's hard to catch, but sometimes when you keep repeating the white screen it does come in for a split second. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try this and zoom in to show you this object I spotted. There it is. You can see this, can't you? This object here. Sun's gone down. You can see this. Just interesting to see that, isn't it? It could be anything though, couldn't it? But I've never seen that before behind those trails. And there you have as the sun's gone down with that simulator, you can see that haze of redness in the sky as well. Seeing this all over the world, aren't we? Just this trash that's being put in front of everything on the system and everything like that. This is another webcam in Mexico as well. This is the Puebla La Noria cam. I just want to show you this as well. It's very interesting. Here, we've got an object. There's something that's illuminated here, and then it goes down. You can see this. Watch this. It jumps. Can you see this? From here, we've got this reflection. This is not our sun. Watch. From here. The sun doesn't do this. Okay? There is definitely an object that's here as well. We've got a little reflection as well, shadow. This isn't our sun. It's just basically pinpointing all the different details on the cams. It's very important to get all the details of what's going on in our skies. Something that's here. It's just to note this. I'm going to zoom in on this as well. Hold on. This, I believe, is the dark star, Nemesis. It's been seen now. I thought I'd zoom in on this as well. It's not our sun. This is not our sun reflection. It's another heavenly body that's coming closer, the sun's twin. I'm going to slow down the footage on this cam as well, and you'll see all the chemtrailing. This proves that they're chemtrailing this object, these heavenly bodies. So you'll see these chemtrails. But again, it's very strange because we don't see no planes. Where are the planes? They're using another device to cause and make these chemtrails now. Watch this footage, very interesting. Here it starts now. You can see that first chemtrail, can't you? This black trail that's in the sky. And we can see all this trash. Now, please don't believe these are natural cloudings. You can see this light chemtrail as well. But again, that's interesting. There's no planes. You can see that object down here again. And here, a reflection. Another load of chemtrails. But where's the craft? Where's these planes? They're now hiding the situation. Are they being cloaked themselves now? I mean, look at this. Trash coming through the sky, no plane. Another one, no plane. It's just outstanding, isn't it? I mean, all this trash is being now manipulated by HARP. It really is. They're using this big HARP tool now to spray our skies. All this haze in the sky is not natural, and we're breathing it all in. And it's bang out of order, isn't it? What they're doing to our skies. It really is. I've paused this piece of footage to show to you, there's no plane spraying this chemtrail. Now, it's so important to look at this. Watch this. Can you see that in the sky now? I'll move it back. Okay? Look at this. Now, that's no plane, is it? It's been just shot out, isn't it? There's no plane there, is there? Not at the front or the back. Is this a UFO that's doing this? Is this other beings, or is it military with cloaking technology? I'm going to zoom into this. Right, I've zoomed into this for you now, yeah? And take note. Watch this. Disappears. Okay, this is at the beginning. And then we get this in the sky. There's no plane on either side, is there? No plane on either side. Now, this is very interesting, and I'll be looking into this every single day. As here in the UK, we're getting the same effect. Not hardly any planes now, just these chemtrails that have been spilled across the area that we can see the sun in front of the vision of the sun. That's a long way away. The simulator that's in front of it. And now we're getting these strange chemtrails that basically move across the sky without any planes. Something is going on, isn't it? I mean, I did some videos before about them UFO rods. Now, it could be something else. Okay? I'm not saying it's UFOs. I'm not saying it's the military. I haven't got the knowledge to know what these are, but I will look into this and study this and talk to other people about this as well. Something is being fired across our skies, isn't it? And they're using technology that's so advanced that we haven't any idea about it. Are they using TR3B cloaking craft? I don't know. Have they got cloaking craft, military jets, or something? Because I'm going to show you this footage. Okay, again, this is on further on footage on this video cam as well. You'll see two others that come through the sky as well. I mean, I apologise about the white screens, but you can see another two, no jets in the sky. These chemtrails go on the horizon. Now, I know I keep saying the horizons, but they're hiding something that's sitting on them. They are smogging our horizon so we don't see these bodies that are there. Those heavenly bodies go down as well. And you will see a huge heavenly body, I believe, in the summertime of this year. They keep spraying the horizons. I'm going to go to another cam now. This is the Panoramica cam in Mexico, west. Now, look on the horizon here. You can see an object, a heavenly body that's out there as well. This is before sunrise. This is not our moon. I'm going to zoom in, but again on the Mexico cams, we can't zoom right in. But we can if we take the screen, the image off onto my web sort of graphic page, and I can zoom in. Now, I am trying to organise my videos so I'm able to zoom in much more and learn how to organise the video as well to make it much better. Because I just want to produce the true images, what we see in our skies, and zoom in and see what we can find. I'll be doing this as well in the summertime to get some real good high definition images of what's going on. We've seen some bizarre things, haven't we? Some crazy things going on up in our skies, and the government don't want to say anything. So I'm going to now zoom into this object, and you will see the sunrise. At first, though, actually, I will basically change the setting here, and I will show you this isn't our moon. As it's coming up and rising, you'll see the sunrise with it. Okay, you'll see that object. The chemtrails are there already, aren't they? I'm going to zoom into it as far as I can. Okay, that's as far as I can get, but I will get closer on other videos. But what I'm saying is, that it's another object that's, as the sun's coming up, is it behind the sun? I think so, because if it was in front of the sun, it'd be black. We wouldn't be able to see it. It would be too bright to see. So that object is behind the sun, to the right-hand side. I'm going to try and move this now, so I hope it doesn't come off the screen. You can see this, can't you? You can see that. Here on this Orapan cam in Mexico, we mustn't forget that red horizon, the red reflections. We can see this in the morning skies all the time. Here on this cam as well, you will see this on the next image. This red haze, this blackness on the horizon here is all chemtrails. These are all chemtrails. There is no natural clouding anymore. We are supposed to see these heavenly bodies now. As the natural clouds have disappeared, we've got a good chance to see these. All the public, humanity. In the past, they was able to see the planets clearly and had time to prepare for this. But we've got no way of preparing as much as they did, because we're riddled with the propaganda lies and also those trails in the skies. So we can't see anything. It's very difficult for us now. So we're all hunting and searching as sky watchers to see what's going on. But remember those red reflections. They're not from our sun. They're from a huge body called Nibiru. This image as well on the San Carlos cam in Mexico. We're getting an object here as well. Fades off. As I said many times before, just could be anything that's counted for in this image. But it's there, isn't it? So I thought I'd show you this before the sun's rising. This is one of the main objects I'm very worried about. And I'm studying this object as well. Picking it up on all different cams around the world. Here it is. This huge object that goes down. And it's heading straight for us by the looks of things. We've got that red haze every day on the horizon and this blue tinge above. And I believe there's lots of trash coming from this as well. So we all really need to keep an eye on this horizon from west. Now we're not going to see the sun or any heavenly bodies on this image, but something that NASA can't do in the powers to be. They can cloak those objects if they wish to be, but they can't cloak the reflections, and they will be seen now on these chemtrails. So I'm going to flip through the cam shortly here, and you'll see these red reflections. There you go. And then they disappear. Okay? They are huge reflections from these other bodies. This is not from our sun. I'm going to play the footage. It's a short piece of footage, but I'm going to play it for you. And you'll see the colour straight away disappear on there. See how red it is? Here. Here. This is a reflection from another body. This is Nibiru. This red object, okay, that we all talk about, the Nibiru community, other great channels on fantastic people that are running them as well. We're all talking about this reflection. See? There's no reflection, and as we go through the cam, you will see this. They just can't hide it, and these red reflections are getting much more intense now than ever before. You will also see this red reflection here. It goes down. Huge red reflection. You can see the sun in the simulator behind those chems. Now, these chems are getting much more stranger by the day, aren't they? It's all over the skies, all over our blue skies. You can see this red light source, this red, the chemtrail as well. See the shadow up here, shadow down here as well. So can you see this now? Two different light sources. The sun's going down, this red reflection on the left hand side here. Can you see this? The sun's gone down, and we're getting this object that's chemtrailed. Look, it just blasts skies all the time, hiding this huge object. They're here. They're absolutely 100% here. We're going to get some huge earthquakes. We're going to get some large, very high tsunami waves. So again, please prepare for this, because no government from around the world will let you know that these objects are coming in now. This is the Pareto Escondido cam in Mexico as well. And as you can see on this live image now, this light object that's reflecting off these chems. And all the trash as well. It's so upsetting because for a lot of people that want to stay healthy and want to live on our planet Earth, and they're breathing it in like we're all smoking Paramar cigarettes. Look at it. It's just typically disgusting, isn't it? You can't trust the governments anymore because the government are now using the military. The military should be defending us, not harming us, not harming humanity. The tables have turned round to us now. We're the ones that are paying out our tax money, and they're the ones that are trashing it up in the skies. I'm going to go through this cam now and see what we can find. Here it is again, the halo. They're still using that technology, that halo again, aren't they? To stop anybody from seeing what's going on. Again, have you ever seen the sun like this in the 80s and 90s? No, we haven't. Again, look at this. It's just been blasted, isn't it? Covered up, so we don't get to see any of these objects. They weren't doing this, we would all see them. Things would change. This is the last times. This is our last end times. I'm going to flick through this cam for you. Okay, what I've done is I've gone through with the cam. Timestamp would be 7:16 there in Mexico on this East Conedido cam. That's what it says, it's in Mexico, so you do have some different name cams. So I'm going to show you this and go through the clip. You'll see another object to the left hand side here that just illuminates, shows its reflection, and then goes down. I'll show you now. Look at all the trash they throw up there as well. And you can see these huge reflections as well. And there it is. There's a reflection from another body. You can see all this as well, can't you? These are chemtrails. So if I go back, there's our simulator and sun. And then you've got that object that's illuminating now in the skies. We caught this on the Cajamar cam in Mexico as well. Same object. This is the famous Santa Cruz cam as well in Mexico. And I want to show you this red reflection as well in these cams. Because down here they're cloaking this object. They're hiding it from us. Huge mirrors. And I'm going to show you now. Can you see these pink reflections on these cams? Can you see this? And then it disappears on the horizon down here to the east. Look at this. It's not from our sun. Can you see this? Huge pink reflections from Nibiru. This heavenly body, as I said before, is just... I think we've got another year till we see some big changes of our weather patterns. And also, I just want you to really understand this is a real situation on our hands. And we've got to be a close community about this, because sooner or later things are going to spill out on media, and then we're all going to sit back and say, we knew this all along. Here's another image I've spotted on one of the plaza cams in Mexico. Can you see this reflection? Now this looks again like these objects that I spotted on Sunday last week. And they're way down there on the horizon there. You can see this, can't you? Something behind those cams. That grey haze. Can you see this? Something is brightening this side up as well. From down below here. The sun will be up in the skies. Its timestamp here is 9:55 AM. You can see this, can't you? This reflection. There's something there, isn't there? Come on. Just looked very, very interesting. That's in the skies there. I'm going to rewind the cam, okay, a few clips, so you can see this. It fades in and fades out. Can you see that here? So it seems to be further away, and then you go back again, and you've still got this reflection here. So if you come back, and there it is. See this, can't you? Just looks very, I thought it was best and interesting for you to see that. Here on this image as well, which was today as well, you've got all sorts of different colours. You've got this blue colour here, and this red reflection that we keep seeing now on the chemtrails. And then you've got this other orangey reflection from the binary twin. So you've got Nibiru and other heavenly objects that are out there with our sun now. And these natural clouds not doing anything, just the chems that are doing the job now all the time. Here again on this cam image as well. As I've said before, now it's April, and then it'd be May, and then when it hits June and July, other people as well, members of the public, are going to think, hold on a second, it's still too dark. And people are going to clock onto this, aren't they, and realise that there is something wrong up there. And I believe, again, things are coming to an end now, aren't they? You can see those skies are too bleak for the time of the day. And also look at those natural clouds at the far end on the horizon. It's just, they are not doing nothing now. Again, the chems are doing all the work. That simulator has covered it, darkening our skies. I just want to point this information out to you as well. It's important, I believe, on this Cancun cow in Mexico. Now, what they do is, again, they white screen, so we don't get to see anything that's strange, different of our skies. Now, they white screen it twice, but in the middle clip they missed it out. So you will see this, that the binary twin nemesis brightens the skies, illuminates on the ground this strange red light source that lights up and then disappears before a natural sun comes up in the sky. So I'm going to show you this now. On the screen here it just looks normal as the sun is coming up on the opposite side, and they white screen it. Then we get this strange colouring in the skies, this red reflection from these objects, these heavenly bodies. This is not our natural sun, our moon that's reflecting. This is from these objects from this other solar system. And then they white screen it again. Then it's back to normal again. It's dim. Okay, so you can see this, can't you? I'm going to go back. Can you see the difference now? And then it's gone. On this live Cosmocam, again, the clouds are far too low because they're pumping our skies with that much aluminium now, and barium, and all other dangerous chemicals. It's so heavy up there, and it's pushing down our natural clouding, causing stress. They don't want us to see anything, but we're going to see what we want to see because they can't hide it all the time. So it's so good that people are in tune with the whole situation. Time is now. We really have to prepare for this. Here again on this screen you've got an object that's on the horizon and another light source in the background. We're pushing those natural clouds down towards the ground. It's just another smoke screen to stop us from seeing what the truth is, what's going on out there. But going back to the other images as well, and what I've been saying about those strange chemtrails with no planes, I think it's very important that we study this, as we can now know that they are up to all sorts of other things up there, aren't they? They're hiding a lot of other things as well, because it's not just the sun they're chemtrailing our moon, and also north, east, south and west skies. There's other things that are coming in. There's other objects up there as well. And I hope to catch these objects for you as well. The next few videos coming, so I'm going to hopefully have a look now and see what's going on. So please keep safe. It's important to keep your eyes open, to notice that these chemtrails now, a lot of them don't use planes. And I had a subscriber called Tara from Spain email me this morning. Now she's an artist, as I said, and she also knows that those skies we see every day, have changed completely. Those clouds are not our real natural clouds anymore. Anyway, so big respect to you all, and thank you also again for your emails, and I will be back shortly. So respect from Matt Rogers.
Hi everybody, it's Steve Olson. It is March 31st, 2017, and you are with WSO Wormwood Systems Observer. We talk about theology sometimes. We talk about this object or objects or brown dwarf or brown dwarfs or whatever we think we are running into in the system, and the evidence is pouring in. We like to focus on some of the photographic evidence that gets a lot of criticism. This particular photograph, though, what I have here is what some would call as a lens flare. I would say that it would be difficult for me to say it was a lens flare given the fact that the clouds are in front of it. So to me, there is a light system, artificial lighting system that is sitting in front of what I think either is the real sun or other objects behind the sun. And here's an example of something where someone has caught something that's pretty interesting. All right, let's take a look at some other stuff here today. All right, so this is today, Firetail Observatory, Central Texas. And what I do every day is I go to All Sky Cam, I go to FFA Cam, I go to the Integrated Space Weather, and every so often I'll see one that's like this where I'm just like wondering what the heck. We've got a lot of stuff going on, but I am theorizing that this is some type of either a laser artificial shielding or other types of shielding. You're working in combination with chemtrails and other processes to hide what's up in the sun or potentially protect us from the radioactivity from it. But here you can see the objects do start to show up from behind this, and like I've said, I think it's failing. And I think pretty soon it's going to be very easy. Remember, this is a 360-degree view of the sky, so this is the whole sky. If you looked up, it would be very hard for you to see this, unless you had a 360-degree fisheye eyeball. So anyway, just taking a look at that is pretty interesting. And I'm so sick of people picking on these sky cams, all sky cams. These have been our best information that we've had for a long time. But here, in this one, this is corroborating information because this is the same position that we saw that other round, orange object in. And this is a little bit more clear, and you can actually see a hole in it, and slightly moving there as well. And again, you can see back in the back of this thing and in the middle of this thing, there are a lot of things going on, and it's just very interesting. And it's something that we discovered at WSO and still continue to theorize that we're looking at some type of a laser obfuscation system. I'm going to just top this video off here at Pine Mountain, keep it to a shorter video for today because there's just plenty of information to just look at yourself around the world. But here we are at Pine Mountain again, and then you can see I'll zoom in on this center object again, corroborating with our Texas photographs. As we move further west to the Pine Mountain, what we find out is that we have the same object now in the proper position. Again, you can see relative this whole system, this whole obfuscation system in working order here, but it's missing these things. And you would only see this as a cloud from the ground because we're looking at it through a 360-degree fisheye lens. So we're going to be uploading more stuff to the premium site. We just uploaded our first in the series called Deep State Blues with Bad Baby. She's actually giving us lots of information. We put it up on WSO Live, and everybody can, we have a lot of folks that wonder, well, why do you have to have a paid website and all that kind of stuff? Well, we saw the YouTube stuff coming, guys, a long time ago, and we've been trying to build this website up under a lot of difficulties. And we finally got it working to a very, very high level. And so one of the ways that we fund what we do, because I research things all day, and I also have the GNN News Channel now, what we do is we fund ourselves from advertising revenue, and what they're doing is they're defunding or lower funding a lot of the revenue. I mean, it's gone down precipitously this week. And so eventually people like me aren't going to be able to be on YouTube. So what we've done is we've built this WSO Live site as a way to have an audience privately talking about Nibiru preparations. And if YouTube goes down, that will be available. WSO Live will still be available for our members. And we charge very little for it. It's just like $24.99 a year. It's way less than a cup of coffee. I mean, for a whole year, that would be a lot more. But it's just one of those ways that you can support WSO. And I'm not trying to sell it. I'm just trying to tell you that this is how that we're going to be able to continue communicating with y'all if YouTube decides to start shutting down channels like WSO or GNN or any of the other ones. So anyway, I'll leave you on this note from Pine Mountain here. If you're able to donate, or if you're able to join WSO Live to support WSO, that's great. If you can't, that's fine too. We're going to continue to bring all this information. We're going to put the Deep State series out in another couple weeks after my members have had a chance to look at it. And we can all get along, man. I'm going to keep doing great YouTube videos, and that's never going to stop. So this is Steve Olson from WSO. So now to leave you with a couple spiritual thoughts. Guys, this whole system, this whole beast system that we're living in right now, I call it the beast system. This whole system is designed to destroy your dignity and to destroy your sense of self-value, and to make you feel quite frankly like crap about yourself. And so I want to encourage you by saying, nobody's perfect. Forgive yourself. Move on. Your life is too short to be wasting it knocking yourself around. I don't care what you've done. Forgive yourself today. I hope you have a wonderful one. And we love you, man. We love you a lot.
Good evening and welcome. It's Matt Rogers. It's again still the 31st, the 3rd, 2017. Timestamp here in the Northern Hemisphere is 22:14. What I want to do is, and I've noticed as well on the webcams around the world, some more strange skies, some other objects being seen in the skies as well. I'd like to say thank you to all subscribers that have sent me footage and videos and images. I will get through them over the weekend and get them onto screen. And also thank you for all your kind, respected messages. It's amazing that many people are awake to this. We all know, don't we, that there's something different about our skies now. It's been like this for a good few years now. So many false flags all over the world. Things are changing on news media. The whole world is changing, isn't it, because of these situations that happen in our skies and out there in an outer solar system now. Space weather has got more erratic. Again, many, many more earthquakes have happened today. And also volcanoes, super volcanoes around the world are slowly starting to erupt. The lava is flowing from them at night times. Again, I have met by speaking to people through emails since starting the channels, and I have emailed some fantastic people that are very wide awake to this. And it's just been a journey to finding and seeking the truth. And it's out there, isn't it? So many fantastic, clever people have sent me some great emails, outstanding stories of what they've seen in the skies as well, matching other people's emails and stories of exactly the same objects they've seen in the skies. Totally amazing. So I'm going to carry on now. This is the Perito Vallarta Surcam in Mexico. Timestamp 3:17 seconds, and also you've got the 31st. And again, look at all those chemicals that have been sprayed in the skies. The natural clouding that's down here, and all these chemtrails, just polluting our skies and making it, we're all breathing it in, and it's making a lot of people ill. Again, all sorts of problems. I'm going to go to another image for you now. On this cam as well, the Perito Morelos cam in Mexico. You've got this pink reflection coming up on the horizon. Again, you've got the blue reflection. And again, you've got these clouds just being burnt away all the time. It's here. This object is coming up on the horizon all the time now. If you flick through the cam, I'll show you some. Can you see this? Blue object. There's a blue reflection coming through, and this is the red reflection. There's chemtrails that are trying to hide it already in the sky. You'll see these chemtrails above the natural clouds. Here and here. This red reflection is coming through strong now. You can see this, can't you? Here is the famous Cosmo cam in Mexico as well. Lots of people go to this cam and study the skies. Again, you can see that it's very dark. And that simulator up there in front of our sun just doesn't look right at all, does it? You can see those natural clouds are doing absolutely nothing anymore. They're just being completely burnt away. And that haze above the natural clouding and chemtrails that was sprayed earlier on the other day. Very, very dark, isn't it? Okay. So we're just getting closer and closer to the big event. It's just knowing the time of the day till this all happens. But I can tell you now, since these past 3 years, it's just been changing all the time, isn't it? This is another Cosmo cam. It's called the Ponagente cam in Mexico. And again, I had emails about this as well, that these clouds are spinning round under the simulator. Now, they just go ever so slowly. These clouds just burnt away. You can see this evident on the screen. They just rotate underneath, and they're so low to the ground. I had an email as well a couple of weeks ago from a guy from Blackpool in the UK. That's the northwest of England. He too said the clouds seem to be very low, much lower than what they were before. Did you see that flash on the screen? I'm getting this flash, it's evidence. As well, I got the flashing on the video when I was out in the field last year in the summer, watching the objects come down off the horizon. We're all going to see this, so it's important that you get your mobile phones and your camcorders out this summer and watch that object going down on the horizons. You'll see other objects going down as well. I mean, it's just 100% in proof, isn't it? There is something that's completely wrong. And this cam proves it. I've never seen clouds that are being just burnt away and not doing what they should be. Just fluffy clouds have gone now. It's just these black dim pieces of clouding that have broken away and the hydrogen's being burnt from them. As that object up there is blocking a lot of the sunlight. You can see this on the cam as well. So I just hope that people truly prepare for this. I've still done my prepping. As I said before, huge amounts of water and lots of tinned food. And it's just a hope and chance that somebody's going to survive this. I've said this before in other videos. Those government officials, they really truly think they're going to be saved by going down there in their underground cities. The whole situation is just huge, isn't it? It's going to be the world's biggest event of mankind. I'm going to check another Mexico cam image for you. See, this is what they do to the military around the world. Here on this Bacala cam in Mexico, You're looking over to the west side there on the horizon. You can see this early morning, 6:44, 5 seconds. These natural clouds on the horizon here, and they spray every single morning to all through the day with all these polluted aluminium and barium trails. As the sun rises, it's burning twice as hot now. And you've got the binary twin that's coming up through as well. So it's very important to let people, the members of the public around the world, know that they're chemtrailing above our natural clouds all the time. I want to show you this image as well, because I've noticed it quite a few times. As the sun's coming up now, there's an object that's illuminated here. Can you see this? I don't believe that to be anything like a sundog or anything. I believe that to be something that's beaming through an object. You can see the sun that's rising above those cloudings. You also will get this pink reflection as well. Something here of interest, and I'll be watching this cam to see what's going on with it. It's illuminating as well in the water. I hope you can see this. Something very interesting that I've caught as well. I've caught an object that's illuminated to the left-hand side. This is before our natural sun's coming up. And I've watched this on other people's videos as well. They're picking up the same object. What I'm looking at here is this part here. You will see something that's lighting up the skies here on the left-hand side of the screen. If I move the cam once, can you see this? This is definitely an object that's up there. You can see the yellow reflection. This is not from our sun. This is not our sun. It's not the moon or any other known celestial body. This is a bright-looking star like sun. You can see it, can't you, on the screen? I'll zoom into this. Hold on a second, please. You can see that, can't you? It's clearly an object that's up there that's lit up, and also it's being covered by the chems, but the chems are failing now. You can't hide these objects as well as they did a few years back. So, yeah, it's so evident now, isn't it? We're picking up objects from all over the skies now. I've zoomed out a little bit, but in a second you'll see a huge black cloud in front of it. And then when the black cloud moves, you will get a yellow light source even brighter. This isn't our sun. We all know this isn't our sun because it's far too small on the screen. If I go like this, look, can you see this? It's brightened up here, isn't it? Brightening up the skies. This is before our sun comes up. If I zoom out, you'll see the timestamp. Okay, you can see the timestamp there as well. It's before our natural sun comes up. You'll see that light source that's beaming down on the ground, brightening up everything. Skies are getting stranger every day now, aren't they? More stranger, more spectacular than every and any other year that we've had. Can you see these two light sources on the screen? I mean, it's getting more evident, isn't it, every day? Here we are again. The sky is completely whitewashed with chemtrails. And our natural sun there is just far too dark, isn't it? It's all darkening now, isn't it? I mean, look on the land again. Must have said it a million times, but time and time again, I just want people to be aware of this, to wake people up from what they've believed in with the news propaganda and the government lies all the time. We need more and more people to be woken up by the truth of what's going up in the heavens. Please, I urge you, because I get really frustrated. I just want people to acknowledge the truth that our skies, our sun, our moon, the stars, our earth, it's all changing. We've got objects that are up there that People are noticing every day and flooding with emails all the time of images and pictures and messages saying to me that the skies are completely changing. Can you see here as well? If you look closely at this image here, can you see something just here behind those chems? It's like a light source that goes around like this. And there's something at the other end. Can you just see this? I'm going to zoom into this, okay? I know it's full of chems, but let's have a look at this. Okay, I've just zoomed in. Now, I can't see it 100%, but if anybody can enhance this video, and it'd be good to watch this on another piece of footage, but there is something here as well. Here, here, and this object that's illuminating. Can you see this? Something's there. There is again this reflection there. Can you see this? They're hiding this now, aren't they? They're hiding this object. I mean, look at this, the shape of the this object that they put in front of our sun. It's criminal, isn't it? Because we just want our sun back, don't we? I mean, why waste their time? Because we just want to see what's going on. The game's up now, isn't it? They should now let everybody know what's going on. I mean, it's solid proof that they are chemtrailing for this reason now, aren't they? Because why chemtrail the moon? Doesn't make sense, does it? We've really got to acknowledge this now. Look at this cam as well. Cam as well, and look at it. I mean, the chemtrailing that they're doing is just destroying our planet, isn't it? If you look closely, though, on this cam, okay, you will see a dark shadow to the right-hand side again. Can you just see this? You see the shape in the simulator, can't you? And this line is so evident, and you've got this dark shadow that's on the right-hand side. Well, this is chem and pollution. Evidence is coming through now, isn't it? You can see on this image as well. This is the Pachuca cam, the next cam. And we're seeing this red reflection from Nibiru. It's so there now, isn't it? You can see these heavenly body colours in the skies now. Just here on this cam, there's an object that's reflecting. It's behind these chems. These are not our natural clouds. It's spraying it on the horizon. This object is in our inner solar system now. The reflection is strong. If I flip through the cam here, you can see this, can't you? It's coming down. It's not from our natural sun. The timestamp is 6:22. This object is going down the way. Can you see this now? Down. Gone. See that? There you go. I'll show you again. This is not from our sun. The sun rises from the other side. I'm going to zoom in now. Watch this. Okay, I'm going to do this again so you can see this object disappear. To the right hand side here, you can see this red light source. There's no light source on the horizon there, is there, to proving that this is coming from above. And then it's going down on the horizon. Sorry about that, I was just moving the screen to try and adjust it to show you the there's nothing red on the horizon, as you can see. Nothing. But again, I go up here, it's gone. And then I go back, it's up here. It's coming down the way. We are seeing all these reflections now. And this is why I just want to keep doing the channel. Because I've seen that celestial body myself with my own eyes. And I'm going to see it again. I want to see it again. And I just know we will all see it. I will see it. 100%. I'm going to be studying the skies this summer. And I'm going to find it. And these reflections, I mean, look how they chemtrail them. Look how they chemtrail to block it. They know it's coming, so they chemtrail the whole area. They're blasting the whole area up, trying to cover this object before it heads in sight of everything. It's a huge body, huge red body that's out there in the skies, just reflections, but it's starting to be more round now. Can you see this? And then it goes down. There it is. Just trying to make people aware of this is so important. Just spotted an object that's underneath those chem clouds. I'd like to zoom in and look at these as well, to show you as well that there's other things up in our skies that travel our skies as well. So that's zoom out and watch this cam. Here's that object I just zoomed in on. We've got also this object that's lighting up the skies before the sun comes up, and these are chemtrails. It's when they do all the chemtrails in your local area, wherever you are in the world, then that's the time that you're going to get a good chance of spotting it if the chemtrails fail. So it's good to keep an eye out there, because these objects are they've been around for a long time now, and they are starting to show themselves. Here as well, you can see there's stuff falling out of the sky. Look at this. I mean, what is this? Here. I mean, there's bits falling out of the sky. I mean, you can see this. I mean, it's just a total mess, isn't it? Every single day now. There's our natural blue sky in the background, which we all want back. We're getting all these poisons, aren't we? And strange. I mean, here are again, you can see where you just saw that line in the sky that was here. But it is a chemtrail. Look at it. It's just been dropped out of the sky, and it's now moving across. Poisons. This is not our natural cloud, this is poisons. I'm going to make this cam move across the sky for you, because you can see the way they chemtrail now. I'm not seeing many military planes anymore. So how are they doing this? Because I'm seeing now different chems dropping out the sky and moving across the sky in a funny angle. I mean, watch this. You can see as the sun rises, you see them thick chems that come across, and look at the spraying they do. There's no airplane. There's no military jet or airplane. They're just like being shot across the sky in front of the sun, aren't they? What are they using? Are they using missiles? I don't know what they're using. Something that's aiming. Can you see that? Another one that just shooting in the sky. No plane there. It's as if they're stopping to use chem planes now, and they're just firing something in the sky to cover the sun. Very strange. I'll just show you this footage again. Hold on. Oh, there it is again. Can you see that? Firing things in the sky. There's no plane there, was there? And then those chems line up in the sky on the horizon. Very strange. I'm going to rewind this footage. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to start it again, yeah? You see that red object as well. Now, watch this area here. Watch this area here. You see these chems. There's one there. Flying through the sky's another one. No airplane. There's no military jet or anything. It's another one. It's like being thrown in front of the sun. You'll see another one come up in it as well in a second or two. There's that object. Can you see that? That's what I've been watching as well. There's another one of those chems. Another one. There's no planes, is there? They're like throwing it in front of the sun now, aren't they? Can you see this? I mean, there is something going on. I mean, look at this. I mean, these are not planes that are coming down. These are, and look how the way they line up in the sky. Can you see this? They line them up in the skies. There's an object that goes behind the reflection here. Crazy times, isn't it? I mean, now they're doing all sorts of tricks up there now, aren't they, to hide the truth from the public now, aren't they? This is another interesting cam as well. It's called the Puebla La Noria cam in Mexico. And also, the sun hasn't come up as well. But you're getting this light source on the left-hand side here. And above the clouds, you've got those thick cones. Light source here as well. I'd like to let you know this as well. It's very important. Can you see this as well in this cam? 646. We've got that light source there on the horizon still. Complete different colour than what's going on up here. There's an object that's up here behind those clouds. It's brightened up in the skies, just like the other cam that we saw a couple of cams down. The Taj Mahal cam. Two separate light sources in the sky. Here again as well, we've got this grey, misty, smug roughness in the skies. And again, you've got that reflection, the famous rainbow reflection in the sky. Can you see this? It's 8 AM in the morning. Can you see this object? It's reflecting. We're all seeing this, aren't we? This is the object that's been looked at and studied, and we've all seen it. And I believe, hand on heart, that that is a celestial body that's out there that's reflecting through those chemtrails. Every time I do see it, it shocks me, because I looked at the weather media channel last week on the BBC, and they said it's a sundial. Now, it was clear in the sky. It was just behind a thin piece of chemtrail. Now, I believe a sundial is something like a very small hole in the sky, in the clouds, and it's just when the sun comes up at the right time, you'll get a glare through the cloud. Now, this is no sundial. This is a reflection. And we get this rainbow effect, reflections, when we get an eclipse of the moon onto the clouds. When the moon is in a solar eclipse, you get this huge rainbow effect. Last year in the winter, we were getting these colours in the sky as well, very strange, like pink and red colours. But they were saying it was to do with the temperatures up there, the freezing temperatures, ice. They'll say anything to us now, won't they? They'll just give us all sorts of stories, won't they, to dismiss the truth. They really will. And again, when they said about these gravity waves, I mean, come on. Gravity waves. There's other objects that are up there, and we can start seeing them now. We can see these now. This is another Mexico cam. This is the Popocatépetl cam. Can't pronounce the second part. It's very hard. I'll try to anyway. It's Tacahuti cam, or whatever it is. It's one of the Mexico cams. The words seem to be getting longer each time. But what I'm showing you here on the screen, I've zoomed in on this as well. Timestamp here, 7:16 and 3 seconds. Just going over here, look, I've noticed this object. Can you see this? Now, a couple of days ago, I showed you an object that was on the left-hand side of the sunrise on this cam. It was just popping up, wasn't it, and going down, this red object. The thing is, can you see this? This isn't lens flare, this is something else huge. If I go here, you can see it again, can't you? You see this, it's risen. Those clouds there cutting through there. You can see that round object just, can't you? If I just zoom out as well, let me just see if I can catch it on the other side. It's gone. I'll show you now, hold on a second. Okay, I've zoomed out slightly. I just want to show you this. Okay, can you see this now? It's here. Can you see the strange line in the sky cutting through? That is an object that's out there. I'm going to go to another piece of footage to show you. It's very important. On this cam as well, you can see that red reflection on the left-hand side, can't you? This live cam. And to the right, there's that light source on the right-hand side. And the sun will be there again. You've got those clouds that just are natural clouds that are underneath those cams. They must be spending billions and billions of pounds and dollars to be spraying our skies every day like this, all just to hide the truth. Look at the red reflection to the left. It shows it's two light colours. There's two colours in the sky. So evident now, isn't it? It really is. Again here as well, they've covered the sky on this cam as well. You can see how the objects are burning through those chems. They're really trying hard, aren't they, the military and the government, by covering up the truth. Been at it all the time, and we've been watching those planes every day spraying up around northeast, south and west. You've even seen them spraying around the moon. They should just all fly away to the moon, shouldn't they, and leave us alone? Leave our skies alone, shouldn't they? Because it's dreadful what they're doing, isn't it? It's just out of order. We're seeing the truth now, aren't we? We know what they're doing and why they're doing it. The evidence is out there. I'm going to leave you with this piece of footage now, just to show you again what they're doing to our skies. And respect to all those Mexicans in Mexico. It's just, I hope they all keep safe. We are coming very close to a huge event. Because the more they chemtrail, the more they spray our skies, the more it looks to me that something huge is going to happen soon. So respect again to all you subscribers, and again have a great weekend. Keep safe from Matt Rogers.